Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start the O-levels syllabus from the beginning. The first topic is numbers. So today we are going to start numbers. There are different types of numbers. So first of all, we'll learn about the different types of numbers. The first type is natural numbers. So what are the natural numbers? Natural numbers are which are used for counting purpose are called natural numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and like 100, 101, 102, and so on. All these are called the natural numbers. Okay, so second type is whole number. Whole numbers. Okay, what are the whole numbers? Natural numbers including zero. If we include a zero in natural numbers, these numbers are called 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. These are called the whole numbers. Next, third type is integers. Integers. So what are the integers? Integers are the positive natural numbers and negative natural numbers. So positive natural numbers 0, positive natural numbers, and negative natural numbers on this side. So this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. The same way, -1, -2, -3, and so on. So negative and positive natural numbers are called along with 0. Positive natural numbers and negative natural numbers along with 0 are called integers. What are these? Integers. Right. Okay. So first we learned that natural numbers are the normal counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to so on. And next are the number 2 whole numbers. The natural numbers including 0, in which 0 is also included, they are called the whole numbers. Next, third is integers. What are the integers? Integers are the negative natural numbers, positive natural numbers, and 0 are called the integers. The fourth type is rational numbers. Rational numbers. Okay, the numbers which can be written in P over Q form. P over Q form means in fractional form are called the rational numbers. So it could be negative, it could be positive, it could be the whole number, like this is 1 over 4, it's a fraction, minus 2 by 3, it's rational, 5, it's rational because it has the denominator 1, so it can be written in P over Q form. The numbers which can be written in P over Q form, where P and Q are constants, they are called the rational numbers. Okay, and Q is not equal to 0, because agar Q 0 hoga, then this will become undefined. P over 0 is equal to undefined. So Q is not equal to 0. So any number this minus 10. So its denominator is 1. So it is in fractional form, can be written in fractional form. So these are all rational numbers. Okay, square root of 4, square root of 25, all those square roots whose roots are not in the decimal answers are not in decimal, this is equal to 2, and the answer for this is 5. So these roots are also called the rational numbers, right? Hope you have understood. Okay, the next type is obviously the if rational numbers. So what are the irrational numbers? So all that numbers which are not rational, irrational numbers. Okay, irrational numbers are those numbers whose roots are not the whole numbers. Like इसका root जो है वो क्या है, whole number है 2. इसका square root क्या है, that is 5. Okay, like square root of 8, cube root of 8, that is 2. इसका cube root क्या होगा, that would be 2. So it's a rational number. और irrational कौन से होंगे, whose roots are not the whole numbers, like square root of 2, square root of 8, cube root of 4, cube root of 25, right? And square root of 17. All these are called whose roots are not given as whole numbers. Their answer comes in decimals. So इसका भी आंसर डेसिमल में आएगा, इसका भी आंसर डेसिमल में आएगा, इसका भी आंसर डेसिमल में आएगा. इनकी तरह होल नंबर में आंसर नहीं आएगा. जैसे इसका आंसर होल नंबर में आ रहा है, दिस इज कमिंग as 5, this is coming as 2. So all the answers are in decimals. They are called the irrational numbers. Sorry, it's yes. Okay. So what are the prime? The next is sixth. Okay, sixth is prime numbers. So what are the prime numbers? Prime numbers are those numbers which are only divisible by 1 and itself, which has two factors, two distinct factors, 1 and itself. So they are called the prime numbers. Like 2 can be divided by 2 and 1. 3 can be divided by 2 and 1. 1 is not a prime number because 1 is divisible by 1 and 1 is divisible by 1. So it has only one factor. So it doesn't come, it actually satisfies the definition of prime numbers. The definition of prime numbers says that it should have two distinct factors. That means it is divisible by 1 and itself. That means itself means that should be the different. Like 2 is divisible by 1 and by 2. It has two different factors, 1 and 2. It has two different factors, 1 and 3. But it has two same factors, that's 1. It has only one factor. So prime numbers should have exactly two factors. Exactly two factors. Exactly two factors. That means not more than 2 or not less than 2. So 1 is not a prime number. So prime number starts from 2, then 3, then 5, then 7 is not divisible by any other number. except 1 and itself. Then 8, 9, 10, 11 is not divisible by 1 and itself. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is not divisible by any other number. 18, 19 is not divisible by, doesn't come in any other table. 1 and 19 only. And then 20, 21, 22, 23. And next you can do it by yourself. Okay. Prime numbers are those numbers which has exactly two factors. That means they are divisible by exactly two numbers, different numbers. They are, so this is the reason that one is composite numbers. What are the composite numbers? Composite numbers. Composite numbers are those numbers which have more than two factors. Which have more than two factors. Which have more than two factors. More than means two is not included. More than two factors. That means they are divisible by more than two numbers, right? So composite numbers. So like 8 is divisible by 1, 2, 4, and 8. So 8 is a composite number. 1 is not a prime number. And also 1 is not a composite number, because it doesn't satisfy both the composite number. It doesn't satisfy both the definitions. So 1 is not a prime number nor a composite number. 1 is not a prime number nor a composite number. Okay, next, this is 8. So 8th type is even numbers. Okay, what are the even numbers? The numbers which are divisible by 2. The numbers which are divisible by 2. Numbers which are divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. By 2. Or you can say comes in the times table of 2. Are called prime numbers. Even numbers are called even numbers. Even numbers. Okay, so even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and so on. So all these are the even numbers because they comes in the timetable of 2. Next is numbers, and next is odd numbers. Odd numbers. Okay, odd numbers are the numbers which are not divisible by 2, which doesn't come in the timetable of 2. So, which are not divisible by 2, which are not divisible by 2. By 2. So they are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and so on. All these are called the odd numbers. Hope you have understood the concept. Inshallah, this is the lesson number 1, and inshallah, I'll upload the lesson number 2 soon. Inshallah.